Morning, let's start the discussion. The first is the annual death penalty report 2023. So, according to the annual death penalty report 2023, the appellate court in India, the Supreme Court and the High Court together, confirmed only one death sentence in 2023 in last year. The Supreme Court and the High Court, which acts as the appellate tribunal, have confirmed only one death sentence, while the rest were either commuted or saw the prisoners acquitted altogether. Okay, so only one death penalty was confirmed during last year by the appellate court, that is the Supreme Court and the High Court, because when the lower judiciary give death sentence to anyone, so they can appeal to the High Court and the Supreme Court, and in only one case in 2023, death penalty has been confirmed, and the rest of the cases or either saw the commuted or saw the prisoners acquitted altogether. Commuted means the sentence has been reduced or they have been acquitted from the charges. The report Death Penalty in India, Annual Statistics 2023, as prepared by Project 39A, Criminal Justice Program linked with the National Law University Delhi, NLU Delhi. Okay. So, what are the highlights of the report in 2023? Only one death sentence was confirmed by a High Court, at the Karnataka High Court, in a murder case in 2023, making the lowest rate by the appellate court since 2000. Since 2000, so this is the only year in 2023, the only year when only one death sentence was confirmed by the appellate court. In 2022, High Court confirmed the death sentence of 4 convicts, 5 in 2021 and 3 in 2020. Okay, so 2020 it was 3, 2021 5, 2022 it's 4, and in 2023 only one death sentence has been confirmed by the High Court. The fall was steep, the dip was steep after 1920 when the High Court confirmed death sentence of 26 convicts. So the year 2019 witnessed the largest number of death sentence being approved, that is 26 death convicts. Death sentences have been confirmed by the High Court in the year 2019. In 2023 also saw the Supreme Court not confirming any death sentence the second time since 2021. There has been a 15% decrease in the rate of disposal of death penalty confirmation proceeding at the High Court in 2023. 57 death penalty cases were disposed of in 2023 compared with 68 cases in 2022. The significant decline in the case disposal rate of death penalties is attributed to the high death row population in the country. Okay. There is a 45.71% increase in the number of prisoners under death sentence by the end of December 23, that is from that in 2016. Okay, what? 45.7% increase in the number of prisoners who have been sentenced death penalty by the subordinate courts and who have appealed to the higher appellate court like the High Court and the Supreme Court. This is the case. So 561 in 2016 it was only 400. With 120 death sentences, 161 in 2022 imposed by trial courts and 561 prisoners under the sentence of death by the end of December 2023. Okay. So 2020 had the highest number of prisoners on death row in the nearly 2 decades. Similarly, to the last 5 years, the majority of the death penalty cases in trial court involve crimes related to sexual offences. So most of the crimes, or most of the sentences which have been awarded to death sentence are related to sexual offences. Okay. Out of the 120 death sentences imposed by trial courts, more than 50% were for the homicidal rapes. So the key takeaway from the findings of the annual death row report, penalty report, under section 366 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, All death sentences awarded by the trial court have to be confirmed by the concerned high court. Okay, they have to be confirmed by the concerned high court. Both the conviction and the quantum of sentence are examined by the first appellate court. So, in case of death penalty, the first appellate court is the high court of the country, acts as the first appellate court. Acquittal and remand by the Supreme Court and High Court in 2023 indicates significant concern with the quality of police investigation appreciation of evidence by the lower court in the cases, because so the report submitted by the police and its consideration has resulted in the acquittal of this number of cases, okay, by the appellate court. For example, in acquitting 6 prisoners in 5 cases and remanding 2 cases involving 2 prisoners, the Supreme Court criticized negligence in investigation and trial. Supreme Court in its review has uh, issued that criticize the investigating agency for negligence on its part. In one particularly grievous case, it found that the prisoners had been a minor at the time of the offence, 28 years after his imprisonment. That means after 28 years of imprisonment, so the court finds that the prisoner who has been charged with this crime is a minor by the time he committed the crime. This is a gross violation of the juvenile justice system. Okay, so for which it criticized the police and the authority for this. The trial court imposed a death sentence in 86.96% of the 8 cases in the absence of any information relating to the accused, despite the Supreme Court mandate in Manoj versus the state of Madhya Pradesh in 2022. Okay. In the case, Supreme Court mandated the trial court to collect a psychiatric and a psychological evaluation report of the accused before awarding the death sentence. In recent development, with respect to capital punishment, recently Ghana, where the parliament passed a bill to abolish the death penalty for ordinary crimes, and Malaysia eliminated the mandatory death penalty for 11 criminal offences as some of the international development in the death penalty law. However, in India, the passing of the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, which replaced the Indian Criminal Procedure Code, to increase the number of offences punishable by death sentence from 12 under the Indian Penal Code to 18 under the new law. So IPC has been changed to Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, and the number of offences to be punished by death penalty will increase as per the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita. Right? The next topic is the node or the permission for spectrum auction. The cabinet has approved telecom spectrum auction across multiple bands at a base price of 96,317.56 crore. The cabinet also approved the proposal which entails granting Indian Railway 4 MHz of wireless spectrum largely free of cost for real-time data to enhance passenger safety. Okay, to enhance passenger safety, it has granted 5 megahertz of data free of cost to the Indian Railway. Okay, so airwave and spectrum. Airwaves are radio frequency within the electromagnetic spectrum. They can carry information wirelessly for a range of services, including telecommunication. The government manages and allocates airwave to companies or sector for their use. and based on that, the companies provide the services to the customers. The government auction a fixed amount of spectrum within specified band to be utilized by the operator for providing communication services to the consumers. Okay, spectrum can be divided into bands ranging from low frequency to high frequency, which determine their uses and its useful in allocation. Okay. So low band spectrum less than 1 gigahertz, 600 megahertz to 700 megahertz and 800 megahertz, 900 megahertz offer blanket coverage suitable to serve thousands of customers over long distance with fewer towers. Ideal for wide and in-building coverage. When bundled with high spectrum band, it can be used for commercial mobile and broadcasting services. The mid-band spectrum ranges between 1 gigahertz to 6 gigahertz, 800 megahertz to 12,001 megahertz, and 2,300 megahertz. Provides coverage as well as capacity to carry more data while traveling significant distances. The high band spectrum range from 24 megahertz to 40 megahertz. Okay, 24 megahertz to 40 megahertz, are also known as the millimeter wave spectrum. Ideal for speedy network over short ranges. However, this range is subject to interference from dense objects. What spectrum to telecom company requires, because telecom company provide the service based on the spectrum allocated to them. So in Indian telecom history, where the 2G spectrum come, so that is a huge amount was involved in the corruption by auctioning the 2G spectrum when the mobile services are launched in the country. Subsequently to that, spectrum auction is becoming a good source of revenue for the government. According to the GSM Global Service of Mobile Association for telecom purposes, spectrum in the 400 MHz to 4 GHz range is the most optimum. Okay, in use. Okay, operator can provide 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G services using one frequency band if they have enough spectrum. In case they have enough spectrum, they can use these services, can provide these services to the customers. Okay, 2G service uses the 900 megahertz and 800 megahertz. Okay, band. 3G uses 900 megahertz and 2100 megahertz. 4G uses 850 megahertz, 18,000 megahertz, 2300 megahertz, and the 2500 megahertz. 5G uses 3.5 megahertz and 700 megahertz bands. 900 megahertz band is a superior commercial ecosystem with better developed technology standard. As this technology is growing, so this use of spectrum and its auction is a big issue for the companies and the government. It is also suitable for offering GSM as best voice call as well as 4G broadband services. After 900 megahertz, the band suitable for GSM is 1800 megahertz, which is also the core band used globally for the LTE long-term evolution and 4G mobile communication standards. The 4G spectrum band can be plugged into low, mid, and high spectrum pockets. New summary. Okay. The Union Cabinet approved an auction of telecom spectrum this year for airwaves amounting to a cumulative reserve price of 96,317.65 crore. The reserve pricing is the minimum telecom company will have to pay for acquiring this spectrum. This is because this company will have to bid with the reserve pricing at the minimum price. Band to be auctioned, spectrum will be in the range of 800, 900, 1800, 2100, 2300, 2500, and 3300 megahertz, as well as in the 26 gigahertz band. If sold, the spectrum will be valid for 20-year period. Expiring airwave of some company will also be auctioned. Expiring airwave that belong to certain companies undergoing insolvency will also be auctioned. Approved spectrum requirement of railways. Spectrum has also been approved for use by the railway for the deployment of the Kabacha, the train anti-collision device called the Kabacha. Okay, this is the train anti-collision device. Kavach is the automatic train protection system used for preventing accident in the railway network. The Indian Railway is right now trying for installing Kabacha in the railway track, for which this spectrum use will be increasing by the Indian Railway. This 5 megahertz band in the 700 megahertz band will be assigned to multiple regional and urban rail-based transit system for providing the Kabacha or facilitating the use of the Kabacha facility. The Indian Railway has sought additional 5 megahertz of paired spectrum free of cost in the 700 megahertz band in July 2023. This was a month after the Baleswar incident at Bahanaga that led 296 persons dead and nearly 1200 injured by the accident of the train. Committee formed to decide on the issue of refraining spectrum. The government has also set up a cabinet secretary chair committee to decide on the issue of refraining spectrum. The spectrum reframing is the process of repursuing radio frequency band for different users, because who will be using which frequency to be decided by the government. This allow different generation of cellular network to operate in the same radio spectrum. Okay. In other words, it is the process of transitioning a specific radio frequency band from one technology to another. Spectrum allocation to railway. In the past, the railway had received spectrum grants for which they only needed to pay an annual royalty without bidding for the airways like telecom operators. So the railway being a government of India entity. So earlier they are not to pay any extra charges for that, just to pay the an annual royalty to the government. However, the data transfer capacity was not sufficient to allow train to continuously upload video footage for safety purposes. The video feeds were instead dumped at railway stations with a Wi-Fi connection. Demand for spectrum from railways. The railways was only granted 5 megahertz of its original demand from 15 megahertz in discussion post the Baleswar tragedy, the Bahanaga tragedy in Odisha. As a result, railway has again asked for additional 5 megahertz of paired spectrum in the 700 megahertz band. Railway wants additional spectrum for implementing several safety features such as the modern train control system, train collision avoidance system, signal aspect of the local cabs, and the emergency mobile communication. Other advantages that the spectrum allocation could bring include increased speed, augmenting train learning capacity, passenger security, CCTV network like the Period Security Control Centers, for which the additional spectrum are required by the Indian Railway. Video surveillance, video analytics, asset reliability, etc. Opposition from the cellular operators of India. The cellular operators of India has in the past opposed three handouts in the 700 megabyte, from which the spectrum has been set aside for the railway. That band is used for commercial telecom operation around the world, and a significant chunk of it has already been assigned to the Ministry of Defence for the defence requirement of the Defence Ministry for its own communication. Further assignment to non-telecom use case would leave the spectrum availability for technology as 5G grossly inadequate. So the telecom operator say if this is issued to the railway, so then it will reduce the availability of the spectrum to the telecom operators for operationalizing the 5G telecom network that will be in use in the country on a wider scale at the time. The time is growing for the requirement of the 5G. Then the right issue, Indian Bull Housing Finance Plan to raise 3,693 crore to the right means selling of the share. Rights issue is the sale of share. India Bull is a housing finance corporation. A right issue is an offering of rights to the existing shareholders of the company that gives them an opportunity to buy additional shares directly from the company at a discounted price rather than buying them in the secondary market. They will be buying directly from the company, not from the market. It gives preferential treatment to existing shareholders where they are given the right or not obligation to purchase shares at a lower price on or before a specified date. The number of additional shares that can be brought depends on the existing holding of the shareholders. Until the date at which the new share can be purchased, shareholders may trade the right on the market the same way that they would trade ordinary shares. Existing shareholders can also choose to ignore the rights. However, if they do not purchase additional share, then their existing shareholding will be diluted post issue of additional shares. If they do not purchase, their existing issue will be diluted. Dilution occurs because a right offering spread a company's net profit over a large number of shares. The company's earning per share or the earning per share decreases, and the allocated earning result in the share dilution because more and more persons will be purchasing the share, so the company's allocation of shares should be diluted. Okay, and the net income of the old shareholders will increase for that. Why issue a rights offering? Companies most commonly issue a right offering to raise additional capital. The company may need extra capital to meet its current financial obligations. Okay. So, troubled companies typically use rights issue to pay down debt, especially when they are unable to borrow money openly or borrow more money from the market. So, they go for this. Okay. And the next topic, India's first hypervelocity expansion tunnel test facility. Hypervelocity expansion tunnel facility. The Indian Institute of Technology Kanpur has successfully okay, established the tested and tested India's first hypervelocity expansion tunnel test facility recently. It was tested by the IIT Kanpur. About India's first hypervelocity expansion tunnel test facility, the S2, nicknamed the Jigar Khanda, is a 24-meter long facility located at IIT Kanpur's Hypersonic Experimental Aerodynamics Laboratory in the Department of Aerospace Engineering. It is India's first hypervelocity expansion tunnel test facility. Indigenously designed and developed over 3 years of funding and support from the Aeronautical Research and Development Board, the Department of Science and Technology, and IIT Kanpur. They have funded this project. It is capable of generating flight speeds between 3 to 10 kilometers, simulating the hypersonic conditions encountered during the atmospheric entry of vehicles, asteroid entry, scramjet flight, and the ballistic missiles. It will be a critical asset for the Indian Space Research Organization and the Defense Research and Development Organization. It will serve as a testing ground for ongoing missions of ISRO and DRDO like Gaganyaan, reusable launch vehicles, and hypersonic cruise missiles, enabling the development of more advanced and reliable aerospace technology. Then the alter magnets. So, in a new study, scientists have investigated the newly discovered class of ultramagnetic materials for their thermal properties, offering insight into the distinctive nature of the ultramagnets for spin polytrinic applications. Spin polytrinic application. What the ultramagnets? What the ultramagnets are? Okay. Ultramagnets exhibit a unique blend of magnetic characteristics, setting them apart from conventional magnetic materials like ferromagnets and the antiferromagnets. These metals exhibit properties observed in both ferromagnet and antiferromagnet, making their study enticing. Ultramagnets defy conventional norms by embodying a dual nature resembling antiferromagnets. with zero net magnetization and ferromagnets with non-relative spin splitting. This unique behavior. Okay, so the research believed that altermagnets would have a pivotal role in spin calorimetrics, a field of research that explores the interplay between spin and the heat flow, which are not achievable with ferromagnets or the antiferromagnets. This field has a potential applications in developing new technology for information processing and storage. The researchers focus on studying the emergence of crystal uh, deadness and crystal thermals, all effect in the rubidium dioxide consist as a showcase representative of the altermagnets. The crystal deadness effects observed in the no Monte di Matagora. Okay, this phenomena reveals that the material magnetic property influence its response to temperature changes, providing insight into the intricate connection between thermal magnetic behavior in algorithms. Then the vaccine safety net, the Health Indian project, the health information platform in India, included as a member of the World Health Organization's vaccine safety net. What the vaccine safety net? What it is? It is a global network of websites established by the World Health Organization (WHO). WHO is the health regulator of the world. Okay. So it is a global network of websites established by the World Health Organization that provides reliable information on vaccine safety. It is a network of a diverse group of digital information resources, website and social media, various members located in countries around the world and providing scientifically based information on vaccine safety in various languages. A key player in the project is the Global Advisory Committee on Vaccine Safety, established by WHO in 1999, to respond promptly, efficiently, and with scientific rigor to vaccine safety issue of potential global importance. At the outset of the project, the GAVCS developed three criteria for good information practices: reading credibility, regarding credibility, content, accessibility, and design to which digital resources providing information on vaccine safety could adhere. Who evaluates those electronic resources for their adherence to their criteria. It is continuously expanding and till date 110 websites from 45 countries provide vaccine safety information in 43 languages. Under this, then the Vidyanjali Scholarship Program, Union Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship currently recently launched the EDCILB Vidyanjali Scholarship Program, known as the popularly known as the Vidyanjali Scholarship Program. Okay. So this initiative guarantee access to high quality learning system by facilitating a seamless transition from secondary to higher education and extending financial support for the meritorious Navodaya Vidyalaya students. Because Navodaya Vidyalaya is a government of India's model school. Okay. Okay. It symbolizes a whole of society approach to empowerment through access to the opportunities for education, particularly to students belonging to the economically disadvantaged section who are enrolled in the Navodaya Vidyalaya. The Vidyanjali program intends to gather assistance and funding from non-government partners and private sources such as the CSR grants, national and international donors, and the impact investors. The beneficiary of the Vidyanjali program in its initial phase will be students of grade 11 and 12 studying in Navodaya Vidyalaya across the country. The fintech platform has been specifically curated under Vidyanjali, and the sponsorship will be disbursed to students through its platform as direct benefit transfer. This platform will be instrumental in capturing data, receiving, hosting, and viewing student applications, taking student progress, taking grant disbursement, monitoring fund utilization, generating impact reports toward the SDG Sustainable Development Goal realization, individual mention of notable student achievement, and publicly acknowledging the support of the funders among other platform utilities. What is this edition? Educational Consultant India Limited is the only public sector undertaking under the Ministry of Education, Government of India. It is incorporated under the Company Act 1956 in June 17, 1981. It is categorized as a mini Ratna organization by the Government of India. It offers consultancy and technical service in different area of education and human resource development, not only within the country but also on a global basis. The client of itself includes most state and central government departments, including the Minister of Women's Development, PSU, and autonomous body, including the IIT, IIM, IITs, IIIT, Kendra Vidyalaya, and the Navodaya Vidyalaya, all government entities. Coming to the question, discuss several ways of in which micro organism can help in meeting the current fuel shortage. Microorganisms like the algae, bacteria, etc., can be used to generate several fuels, including ethanol, hydrogen, methane, lipids, and butanol out of raw organic materials, thereby converting the chemical energy into biomass into chemical energy in the form of fuels. Okay, this is the impact or the usefulness of the microorganism to human being. Okay. So, microorganisms can help in meeting the current fuel shortage. Biofuel production, certain microorganisms such as the algae and bacteria can be used to produce biofuels like the biodiesel and bioethanol. For example, algae can convert sunlight and carbon dioxide into lipids, which can be processed into biodiesels. Biogas production, microbes are used in anaerobic digestion to break down organic waste such as the agricultural residues, waste, etc. to produce biogas. Hydrogen production, several organisms can produce hydrogen gas through fermentation processes, which can be further used as a clean fuel in various applications, including fuel cell, which can power vehicles. Bioremediation, microorganisms can help in clearing oil spills and contaminated sites by breaking down hydrocarbons, which can be used to recover useful hydrocarbon from the polluted areas. Carbon capture and utilization. Microorganisms can capture and convert carbon dioxide emissions from industrial process into biofuels. So, in conclusion, the development of pilot plants for microbial energy fuel production is necessary to mitigate the fuel shortage, and not only can it reduce the higher crude price but also can serve the environment in a suitable way. Okay. So, bioremediation, microorganisms can help in cleaning oil spill and contaminated sites by breaking down hydrocarbon, which can be used to recover useful hydrocarbon from the polluted areas. Carbon capture and utilization, microorganisms can capture and convert carbon dioxide emissions from the industrial processes into biofuels. The development of pilot plants for microbial energy fuel production is necessary to mitigate the fuel shortage, and not only can it reduce the higher food price but also can serve the environment in a suitable way. So, coming to the MCQs, so which of the following provision of the Constitution of India have been bearing on education? DPSP is there. So rural and urban local bodies, schedule the constitution, sixth schedule, and the seventh schedule. So all have a bearing on the education. A B schedule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answer is D. Under which schedule of the Constitution of India can the transfer of tribal land to private party for mining be declared null and void? Under the fifth schedule. Consider the following statement: the Food Safety and Standard Act 2006 replaced the Prevention of Food and Nutrition Act 1954. That is right. The Food Safety and Standard Authority of India is under the task of the Director General Health Services and Minister of Health and Family Welfare. No, two is incorrect. Only one is correct. The term West Texas Intermediate, sometimes found in news, refers to the crude oil. In the India is of eight core industry, which are the following given the highest weightage. Highest is the crude oil. So it is given the electricity generation given the highest weightage. Okay. Consider the following statement with reference to the olive ridley turtle. Ariveda is their unique nesting process where thousands of female comes together on the same beach to lay eggs. That is right. They are listed vulnerable IUCN red list. Which of the statement are correct? Both 1 and 2 are correct here. Consider the following statement about the Dhokar Silpikala. It utilizes the lost wax technique or the recipe for metal casting. That is correct. The theme of the art form is natural, mythology, and daily life. So both are correct. Incorrect is neither. So answer no, incorrect means neither is incorrect because both are correct. NASA space mission has recently been in news. Its objective is to monitor erosion in the atmosphere and plankton on the ocean life. So B is the right answer. NASA started a series of marathon flight in Asia with DSC-8 to improve the models that help forecast flight air pollution. Answer is D. Okay. Project Unnati is upgrading the skill based on the Manrega workers. Answer is A. So this is the daily discussion of the day. This is what